Thank you for coming, you guys. There's Lord Crimson Eye. Morning. I've had time for 1 cup of coffee this morning, so I don't know what you're going to get. So directly after this live stream, which is going to be lots of fun, you guys, I want to tell you that I'm being forced into a situation where I have to make another video with regards to Rise of the Moors. Jamal is on his Facebook page lying up a storm and taking it all out on the man who was decent enough to post a video telling people, hey, don't come up here to Rhode Island because I have gotten stuck at this property that Jamal was squatting in, who now has a warrant out for his arrest because of that. And he got stuck and left there, for those of you that have not seen the video from Wednesday that I put up. So this poor gentleman's being attacked by the entire group now at this point, which in reality, it was a subscriber that sent me the information on that video, had nothing to do with that man himself. He was just being decent enough to actually let people know, bad idea to come up here with neighbors looking through the windows and cops showing up at the door. So just to let you guys know, that is something to look forward to for later on this afternoon. Okay, let's see. Hi, Liz. How you doing? Hi, Artie. Thanks for coming. Hi, Gary. Peter, Knights Media Club. I know, but you haven't been using it, Knights Media. So I figured, why not? We'll just use that account to do these Visa gift cards, right? Harvey would be proud. All right, we've got several people in here now. So before we get started, today's just going to be a fun day. Like I said, I really want to make it. Hi, Elweed Skeeter. I really want to make it to where Fridays, when we do these fun things like Moorish bingo and Sov-Cit trivia, I really want to make it to where it's just fun on Fridays, if at all possible, unless there's something real serious going on. I do have an announcement that I want to make, and that is pertaining to the Sharon Tracy Gale Bay trial. So for some reason, I don't know why it went this way. When I contacted them on the 20th at the court, they said that there was no continuance that was placed on Sharon's trial. Well, as you know, it came and went with no update on the docket. And then on the 27th, we were supposed to get the sentencing decision or determination on DeCorey Pitts. That came and went with no update on the docket. I found out yesterday that apparently nothing at all is going on at the court all of a sudden again. Was not able to get in touch with anybody, just a notification on the phone that said, hey, we're not here. We're not going to be here for a while, and there aren't going to be any updates on the docket. So I don't know whether those, the sentencing for DeCorey Pitts or the actual trial for Sharon ever went through. We don't know whether they stopped it. Hi, Rocky. We don't know whether or not they did a continuance on it. So as soon as I get the information, and I'm checking on it daily, then we will know whether it was continued and they decided to stop where they were at. And yeah, the court has a virus. And then pick back up after things smoothed out. I don't know if there was something going around the court as far as illness, so they decided to stop it, that day, the 20th, when they were there and I spoke to them. I don't know anything other than what the message said, and that is that the court reporter, or the court clerk rather, is not available to do anything, including speak to anyone. So anyhow, that's where we're at with that. As soon as there's an update, I'll let you know. I wanted to make sure that you guys, hi little man, I wanted to make sure that you guys are also aware of a message that Miss Morgana has for you this morning. So for all of you puppy lovers, but mainly puppy owners, I want to share with you this message from Miss Morgana, so give me just a moment.
Hello everyone, Miss Morgana here. I'm making this video on Thursday night, but I'm gonna post it on Friday for everyone. That's why it's so dark and you can see my eyes are glowing. I made this video tonight because my mama put me in the bath tonight. And I decided I wanted to inform all you puppy owners about the real deal with taking the baths. All right, well, there's a few reasons why the bathtub scares me. And there's a few reasons why the bathtub scares every puppy. And to be quite honest, they should be scared. I mean, after all, I guess you humans can't hear that monster that's underneath the tub, right? Well, regardless of the gurgling and everything that the monster does that's underneath the tub and in the walls beside the tub, that darn thing is slippery. What my mama does is throw a towel in there for me, or a bath mat. That way I don't slip as much. It's not quite as scary. One of the things my mama doesn't understand is when I get out of the tub, all the running around and rushing and chasing things around and jumping up and down that goes on, she calls them the zoomies. She thinks it's because I feel so much better after having the bath, and I just don't have the heart to tell her that the real truth is I'm trying to find a way to get this new stink off of me. I mean, my goodness, Miss Morgana smells good all by herself. Why does Mama need to put this stinky stuff on me? Well, anyway, in trying to get my stink back, I guess I sort of make a ruckus. Most of the puppies that are around now are going to feel the same way about that tub. It's a scary thing, and if you mamas would just pay attention to us. Well, anyway, that's my advice, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'll spend the rest of mine trying to get this stink off me. Love you.
So anyway, that's Miss Morgana's message for you guys. Apparently there's some stuff we didn't know about as humans. All right, so I saw a couple people come in just a minute ago. I want to make sure that I say hello and good morning to everyone. Keep in mind that, again, I've only had one cup of coffee. Let's see, who was that? Well, thank you so much for the $2.99. I really, really appreciate it so much. Harvester of Sorrow. It is extremely difficult for everybody right now, so I just really am so grateful to those of you who can give a little bit when you can. Thank you very much. Okay, so hi, Rocky. Yes, Miss Morgana, she's kind of outspoken, so. All right, only one cup, Roland. That's all I've had. That's all I've had. No bottles of wine. Wait a minute. Who's got the wine, and why don't I have any? Caffeine stat for Virgo. That's right. So let me ask you guys a question. Does everybody have their scrap of paper and their pencil? Because we have a Visa gift card that is an e-card. You can use it anywhere on the web, anywhere, okay? And it will get to you within 24 hours. So this is going to be a good one. I'm excited about this. This is something I'm going to try. If it works out well, it's something I'm going to try to do every other week instead of sending them to you guys the way that I have been. Roland can attest to the fact that the mail is taking a very, very long time. It's taking long with just about anything. As a matter of fact, I had some mail sent to me very recently that took over 2 weeks to get to me. And it was only a state away from me. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm assuming it's because of the quarantine stuff where everybody is ordering from Amazon and eBay and places like that. Let's see. Was there anything else I was going to tell you guys? Okay, so are you ready for Sov-Cit or for Sov-Cit trivia? I have 10 questions like last time, and in those 10 questions, we will determine who has gotten the most. If there's one that has gotten more than everybody else, you automatically win the Visa gift card. In the event that there is a tie, like there was last time, there are 3 bonus questions. We'll go into the bonus round, and whoever ends up with the most questions answered properly is the winner of the gift card. Now, as I said, that is something that's going to be emailed to you. It is an e-gift card. You can use it anywhere on the web, but it does require you to provide me with your real name, first and last, and an email address. So if you are not up for doing that, I totally understand, but that is what is required in order for me to get you the actual e-card. So drop out of this if you decide that you do not want to provide that personal information to me. I totally understand if that's the case. And also, the other issue is that unfortunately, with these virtual account cards, it appears that you would have to be within the United States or Canada in order to use them. I could not find any that I could provide that would allow you in the UK to use them, and I apologize for that. Roland's on a roll this morning already. All right. So if everybody's ready, I'm going to go ahead and get started with our game here. And I'm calling this Sov-Cit trivia now instead of calling it guess who the Sov-Cit was, or guess the Sov-Cit. I just think it's easier to remember. You guys are probably going to be irritated with me. These are a little harder than last time, but we've got a wonderful gift, and I wanted to make sure that everybody really thinks about this. Look at Joe. Look at Joe already. Mm-hmm. You know, you can always tell who the troublemakers are in this room. Okay, everybody grab their piece of paper and their pencil or pen. And I'm just going to keep track of time this time. I'm not going to play the Jeopardy music unless you guys would prefer that I give you the countdown. There's 30 seconds in between each question. Remember that I'm trusting you guys to be honest. Please don't go and look everything up on the web. Make sure that you really answer truthfully. And that's all I ask. Okay, so we're waiting on Knight's Media Club to sharpen his pencil. Okay, so let me know. Do you guys want the Jeopardy music, or do you want you want me to just keep track of it myself? Last time we used the Jeopardy music. Well, the road pirate films, just so that you know, that would be the internet. Anywhere on the internet. Maisie, what are you doing? Are you little man? Are you chewing on something over there? You want to say hi, Maisie? I guess she's not ready to say hi yet. I guess Maisie hasn't had her coffee yet. Okay, I'm just going to keep track of it myself. There's 30 seconds in between each question. Please do not type it into the chat until I say type it into the chat. I want to keep it as fair as possible. All right, so question number 1 of Sov-Cit trivia is, what Sov-Cit changed their hair color 4 different times in 2019? Now remember, just write down your answer on the paper. Do not put it in the chat as of yet. I will let you know when 30 seconds is up. Okay, everyone, type in your answer into the chat. What Sov-Cit changed their hair color 4 different times in 2019? You guys are funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, the answer is April LaJune. For those of you that got it right, please put a check mark next to your number 1. For those of you that didn't, leave it blank. We're going to be tallying up them later to see who wins. And I got to check real quick to make sure little man is not chewing on something he's not supposed to be. So give me just a second here. Little man. Little man. Gaius. He's ignoring me too. We've gotten into teenage stage, I think. Okay. All right, you guys get ready. Here we are with number 2. And I said these are harder this time. So don't get mad at me. Okay, number 2. Name the Sov-Cit that poured cement down all of the drains of the multi-million-dollar home they were squatting in 2017. One more time. This is number 2. Name the Sov-Cit that poured cement down all the drains of the multi-million-dollar home they were squatting in 2017. One hint I'm going to give to you. This was not a Moor. All right, 30 seconds. Don't put it in the chat. Don't put it in the chat. Make sure you just write it on your paper. Okay, everybody type in their answers into the chat. I know it's a hard one. Just take your best guess, you guys. I know the majority of you already can probably remember that this actually happened, and that the party that it happened to was in a video on Scam Stingers and Van's channel. But unfortunately, his name can be difficult to remember. You might want to write this one down when I tell you what it was, because you'll want to look up some of his videos. He's absolutely crazy. I love reading your answers, especially Liz over here. Bob the Cement. What did you say? Bob the Cement Bandit. Hilarious. Hi, Julia. I'm sorry. I know I haven't said hello to all of you. I apologize. The Roto Rooter man, Gary says. Here's Pete with Bob the Builder. Oh my gosh. And then here's the best one right here. Mr. Clean. No, I said the home they were squatting in. You guys, the answer to this question, his name is Christopher Fleming. Christopher Fleming. You're going to want to write that down because you'll want to look up some of his videos. See, some of you remember now. Okay, so if you got that right, please put a check mark next to number 2. If you didn't, please leave it blank. Moving on to number 3. Yes, that dirt bag, exactly. Okay, number 3. Name the Sov-Cit that impersonates police officers under the name Metro State with his last name only. Don't put it in the chat. Write it down on your paper. One more time. Name the Sov-Cit that impersonates police officers under the name Metro State by last name only. All right, 30 seconds. Hello, Vilified Freedom. Thank you so much for joining the chat. I hope you're having a good time. And I hope everybody has their answer written down. So now we're going to put it in the chat. Name the Sov-Cit that impersonates police officers under the name Metro State with his last name only. So just put his last name. Put it in the chat. Yay! We finally get to put it in the chat. Like I said, 1 cup of coffee. Barry says Judge Dredd. Look at this. Look at Peter's. Yes, Liz, exactly. Okay, so the answer to this is, of course, DeWitt. You guys did very well on that one. All right, if you got it right, please put a check mark number next to number 3 and leave it blank if you did not. Number 4, name the Sov-Cit that ran to Mexico to avoid arrest, but is still selling packages on YouTube today. Hint, it's a female. Do not put it in the chat. Just put it down on your piece of paper. Here's your 30 seconds. Yes, Fizzy, a demon. I almost said a demon. A female. Name the Sov-Cit that ran to Mexico to avoid arrest, but is still selling packages on YouTube today. That is the question. I'll give you a couple more minutes. Write it down on your paper, not in the chat. Okay, you guys. Again, number 4, name the Sov-Cit that ran to Mexico to avoid arrest, but is still selling packages on YouTube today. Put it in the comment section. You're right, Fizzy, I did. No, Pete, you're wrong. And I don't mind telling you on that one. Oh. Oh my goodness. You guys are too funny. Okay. Here we go. The answer to that question is Druwana Johnston or Fawn Mercado, depending on whether you're using her real name or her bogus fake name, also sometimes known as Druwana Johnston Wales. If you got the answer to that correct, please put a check mark next to number 4. If not, please leave it blank. Good one, Road Pirate. Good one. Fizzy says the answer to all these seems to be Heather Antucci. How funny. I'm sorry, Joe. If you just search on my channel for Druwana Johnston, you will see that she is a real treat, man. Okay. Number 5. Name the Sov-Cit Moor that claims to be the head of the Moorish American consulate. Don't put it in the chat. Make sure that you put it on your paper. Name the Sov-Cit Moor that claims to be the head of the Moorish American consulate. 30 seconds. Okay, everybody, time is up. Put your answer to name the Sov-Cit Moor that claims to be the head of the Moorish American consulate in the comment section. Peter, it's because you need more coffee, man. I'm telling you. Look at this. Oh, whoop, I hit the wrong one. Tragic El Bay. Love it. Oh. Okay, you guys, the answer to that question is Taj Tariq. If you got number 5 correct, please put a check mark next to it. If you... Oh, Pete. If you didn't, please leave it blank. I don't know why, but that is just so damn funny to me. He does kind of act like the damn donkey. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. Might need a drink of water after that. Okay. We're on to number 6, you guys. Where is vilified freedom? Where are you at, man? Come on. Rocky says he came for the laughter. That's good because I seem to really be full of it this morning. Vilified freedom, where did you go? I hope we didn't lose vilified freedom. Okay. Number 6. You guys are going to like this one, I think. Thank you, Rocky. That is so super sweet. I appreciate it very much. You know I do. Okay, here we go. Number 6, you guys. Name the Sov-Cit Moor's real name that claims foreskin can grow as large as a football field. One more time, and I hope I never have to say it again. Number 6, name the Sov-Cit Moor's real name that claims foreskin can grow as large as a football field. Now, I'm talking about their real name. Don't put it in the chat. Don't put it in the chat. Put it down on your piece of paper. 30 seconds. Ron, you have no volume? What the heck's going on? Huh. Somebody please type in the chat to Ron Fullerton to check everything on his computer because I'm sure the rest of you must have volume. Donald Trump, huh, Fizzy? Here we go. That's Ron's message. Right? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say, Lord Crimson Eye. There's something really wrong with this woman. Okay, so We've hit our 30-second mark. If you guys would please put in the chat the name of the Sov-Cit, or the name the Sov-Cit Moor's real name that claims that foreskin can grow as large as a football field. The real name, not the channel name. Joe Namath. That's a good one. I think I might have just given myself away by putting that comment up, though. Admitting that I know who that is. Oh my gosh. Rocky, close your eyes. Don't look. A friend told me about him. Yeah, I know. I'm bad. All right. Here we go, guys. The answer to that question. Did anybody put the answer in? Road Pirate. You guys don't remember who that was? Oh my gosh. Oh, look at Sock. Got it. Okay. Angelina Mullins, otherwise known as Noble L. Excuse me, Nobel L. She spells noble wrong. Woo, okay. Number 7. Name the Sov-Cit that believes that Amazon's Alexa technology's real name is Alexis. This is a funny one to me. Number 7 again. Name the Sov-Cit that believes the Amazon Alexa technology's real name is Alexis. Don't put it in the chat. Make sure you put it on your paper. Here's your 30 seconds. Okay, your 30 seconds is up. Again, number 7. Now you're going to put it in the chat. Name the Sov-Cit that believes the Amazon Alexa technology's real name is Alexis. We do need Chuck in here. Where is Chuck anyway? Chuck must be working today. Look at you guys. Liz, wait. Rolling? No, I'm just kidding. That's funny. The answer to that is, of course, Devon. Deb says it's Justin Bieber, though. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Number 8, you guys. I know I keep saying this, but please remember, don't put it in the chat. Make sure you put it on your paper first. And for all of you that got Devon correct, make sure you put a check mark next to question number 7. And if you did not get it correct, leave it blank. Number 8, name the Sov-Cit that made and sold $6,000 in t-shirts that said moto proprio, misunderstanding that the actual meaning of that phrase entirely before he did it. One more time. Name the Sov-Cit that made and sold $6,000 in t-shirts that said moto proprio, misunderstanding the actual meaning of the phrase entirely. Okay, here's your 30 seconds. All right, everyone, your 30 seconds is up. Please put the answer to question number 8 in the chat now. Name the Sov-Cit that made and sold $6,000 in t-shirts that said moto proprio, misunderstanding the actual meaning of the phrase entirely. Oh, I hope you guys get this one. This was so funny when this happened. Liz, how could you say such a thing? Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. The answer to the question of name that Sov-Cit that made and sold $6,000 in t-shirts that said Moto Proprio was Harvey Dent. For those of you that got it correct, please put a check mark next to number 8. And for those of you that did not, please leave it blank. Moving on to number 9. All right, number 9 is name the Sov-Cit that is currently serving 3 years in prison for not reporting to the sex offenders list, but is still selling fake TDA packages from jail. One more time. Name the Sov-Cit that is currently serving 3 years in prison for not reporting to the sex offenders list, but is still selling fake TDA packages from jail. All right, here's your 30 seconds. Yes, Liz, they are. They have access to internet. They have access to the phone. They have access to all kinds of things now. It's disgusting, if you ask me. Okay, you guys, there's your 30 seconds. 1 second before I move on, you guys can go ahead and start putting it in the comment section if you'd like, but I want to go ahead and answer Julia's question. Fill you in on what that meant. Do you mean moto proprio? If you do, what that is a command from the Pope, but it only applies in Vatican City. So it doesn't mean anything in the United States whatsoever. He's just a nut. He's a scammer and a nut. Okay, so the answer to number 9, name the Sov-Cit that is currently serving 3 years in prison for not reporting to the sex offenders list, but is still selling fake TDA packages from jail. The answer to that question is Eon. For those of you that got it right, and I know a couple of you did, please put a check mark next to number 9. For those of you that didn't, please leave it blank. All right, this is the last question until we move into bonus round should we need to. Number 10, name the Sov-Cit that runs LaPorte City Reporter YouTube channel. Name the Sov-Cit that runs LaPorte City Reporter YouTube channel. Okay, everyone, 30 seconds. Don't put it in the chat. Put it on the paper first. I don't want anybody to get it right, put it in the chat, and then everybody, it's already spoiled the question. Just to be fair, let me give you guys one more hint on this one. Originally, the channel was called LaPorte City Investigations, and then it was called LaPorte County Corruption, if that helps you guys. He keeps changing the name of it, and it is a male. Okay, go ahead and put your answers into the comment section. I am so excited about these e-cards, you guys. It's going to be so much easier and actually a lot less expensive for me. I don't have to ship them and have you guys wait and keep getting back to me to let me know whether you've gotten stuff or not. Now these are just emailed and there you have it. So that'll be so cool. I feel so bad for Ron. Whoa, what happened? Says you know you're old when you don't have volume, but forget there was a Bluetooth item hooked up in another part of the house. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, Julia, what did you say here? I started watching after you had already taken care of, didn't so I'll have to go back and check it out. Okay. All right, you guys, the answer to number 10 is Christopher Throgmorton. Do you guys remember Throggy? He was the one that was constantly, he just drives the court crazy. He just drives the court crazy. That's all he does is go in to harass the court, to harass the cops. He's something else. He's all over the channel Scam Stingers, and you can actually just type in. He's something else. I mean, he's one of the most confrontational individuals I've ever seen. All right, so what I need for you guys to do now is to go back and count your check marks. So for those of you that already know the amount of check marks you have, the questions that you got correct, did anybody get all 10? No, it's not. It's in Indiana, I believe, Rocky. LaPorte, Indiana. Okay, did anybody get 9? How about 8? I made them too hard this time, you guys. How about 7? Okay, how about 6? Anybody get 5? All right, how many of you actually, just those of you that got 4? Pete. Well, that's a good one. You made up 10 questions on your own, I guess. You guys tell me who got 4. We have Sig that got 4. Road Pirate got 4. Fizzy got 4. Good job, Fizzy. Okay, just the ones that got 4, you guys. Hi, Joe Donho. All right, so is it a 3-way? We're doing a 3-way tie here. Road Pirates, Sig, and Fizzy. Gary got 6.5, huh? I need to know, you guys, is there any more other than you 3 that got? Gary, did you really get 6? Well, that's too bad, Fizzy. We got to figure out who's going to get the Visa card. And I've got 3 bonus questions for you guys. Okay, so Lord, you got 4. Lord Crimson, I got 4. Fizzy got 4. Road Pirate got 4, and Sig got 4. So there's 4 of you, right? Okay, so just you 4. Just the 4 of you, nobody else. You're going to get me all confused here. I know you guys are. We're going to move on to the bonus questions. Yes, I did, Rocky. Okay, so the four of you that I just called out, here we go with bonus question number 1. Oh, okay, Lord Crimson Eye. Okay, so there's only 3 of you. And Fizzy's playing the Mormish man. His window got broke again. All right. So the 3 of you that have 4 correct, bonus question number 1. Name the Sov-Cit that calls himself Private Attorney General, currently incarcerated in the state of Hawaii. Don't put it in the chat. Write it down on your paper. Here's your 30 seconds. Okay. So, Road Pirate, Fizzy, and Sig. Name the Sov-Cit that calls himself Private AG or Private Attorney General who's currently incarcerated in Hawaii. Put it in the comment section. Okay. The answer to name the Sov-Cit that calls himself Private AG, currently incarcerated in Hawaii, is Anthony Williams. Who got it right? Okay, we have Sig got it right and Fizzy got it right. Good job, you guys. All right, so now we have just Fizzy and Sig. No, we don't. I have best out of 3. So, Road, you're still in it if you want to be. Okay, number 2, bonus question. Name the Sov-Cit more that Sharon Tracy Gale Bay calls her consort. One more time. Name the Sov-Cit more that Sharon Tracy Gale Bay calls her consort. Put it on the paper. Okay, you guys' 30 seconds is up. Go ahead and put it in the comment section. The Sov-Cit more that Sharon Tracy Gale Bay calls her consort. Gary. Oh, look at Roland's. Road Pirate, did you answer? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, last one, you guys. Hope you're keeping track of the ones you got right because the comments are going too fast for me to read all of them. Okay, number 3. Name the Sov-Cit more who squatted in every property they have lived in since 2016 and recently wrote 3 books instructing others how to do the same. One more time. Name the Sov-Cit more who squatted in every property they have lived in since 2016 and recently wrote 3 books instructing others how to do the same. Here's an extra hint for you guys. This is a female. All right, 30 seconds, you guys. Okay, time is up. Please put your answers in the comment section. Once again, name the Sov-Cit Moor who squatted in every property they have lived in since 2016 and recently wrote 3 books instructing others how to do the same. Looking for an answer from Sig. Okay, the answer is Ninti El Bay. All right, so how many questions did you get right, Fizzy? How many questions did you get right out of the 3 bonus questions? No, that's not light. Ninti El Bay is a totally different creep. It's not like Tajiri Bay. It is Ninti El Bay is a completely different person. So, okay, Sig got 1 right. Fizzy, you got what right? Which one did you get right? You got, I know you got 1 right. I know you got Anthony Williams, right? Not Anthony, yeah. You got Anthony Williams, right? Or did you get DeCorey Pitts? Fizzy got 2 right. So Fizzy is the winner. Yay. Congratulations, Fizzy. Good try to everybody else. You all did an excellent job. These were very, very difficult. They're a little more difficult this time because there's got to be some kind of a challenge in these, especially when we're talking about, playing for a nice gift, and these are going to get hard. Unfortunately, they are as we continue to go. But congratulations to Fizzy. Fizzy, I need you to go to Virgo Triad at protonmail.com and email me your full name and the email address that you want your gift card emailed to. Sock, you probably would have. Look at Sock. Oh, by the way, Liz, I loved Squatty Bay. That was a good one there. Mr. Swindle Hoodwink got 7 right, but because Mr. Swindle Hoodwink is also a researcher and a fellow watchdog that's been around way too long and knows way too much, you're not eligible. Oh my goodness. So do you guys want to hear what my tiebreaker question would have been? My tiebreaker question would have been, what is little man's real name? I'm just curious if you guys know. Do you guys know? Do you guys remember what little man's real name is? If not, I'm going to keep it for next time. No, I'm just kidding. No way, Roland. No. Are you kidding me with a face like that? There's none of that L or Bay stuff going on with little man. No way. Lord Crimson Eye, you remembered. Little man's name is Gaius. Yes. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Lord Crimson Eye. That's so sweet. Little man of the family triad. That's too good. I have to put that up. Wait, where'd it go? There we go. Little man of the family triad. No colon. Oh, I just love it when they get on there. They start talking about that syntax grammar crap. It's so ridiculous. Well, Zide, I call him little man. He's my baby, I call him little man. That is what we call him the majority of the time around the house. However, he does have an actual registered name. His name is actually Gaius. If you guys want to know where that came from, there might be some, interest here. So, there's Miss Morgana. Miss Morgana is, of course, a character out of the Merlin show. She was the ward of the King Arthur, or King Uther, I guess was his name at the time. And then Gaius, of course, was the physician, the herbal physician for that show. And then, of course, we have Mazarine, which was a relative of Miss Morgana. So, or Lady Morgana. So that's what kind of where all of it came from. I happened to be a fan of that show, and I just thought the names were beautiful. There you go, Zide. Gaius Triad, little man of the family triad. Oh, that's a cute name, Donovan. Now, see, the thing is that I'm not a fan of the name Merlin. So I always thought, where am I going to go next? All of my babies are named after these particular characters. And it wasn't so much the show, even though I was a fan of the show. It was just that the names were so unique. But I would never name one like Arthur. I probably wouldn't use Merlin. They're just too, they're not, different enough. And I kind of like things to be very different. And yeah, you're right. Merlin is too cliche. That's exactly the way I feel about it. Dave's not here. Okay. What Dave are we looking for? Oh, yeah, Dexter, the show Dexter. Right. I remember that. Oh, Fizzy is Dave? Okay. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I mean, but I like Fizzy. I like that screen name. Oh, that's cool, Rocky. Look at what Rocky just said. Whoops. Cheech and Chong. Oh. So when little man has babies, because that's, he's little man, let's face it. So when we get to the point to where little man sires his first litter, we're going to have to, you guys are going to have to help me figure out unique names for these babies. Of course, that won't be for a while. Okay, you guys, so we have run up to just about 60 minutes at this point. And I have one more video that I have to do today in order for me to make sure that I let everybody know what kind of nasty lies this Rise of the Moors idiot is saying. Will he have to pay puppy support? No, not little man. No way. Joe says, you don't want our help in that, Virgo. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a good question. Peter says, does anybody remember Joseph Anthony Rosa? And I'm going to fess up here because I actually don't remember that person. So you need to email me and tell me who that person is, because I'd be interested to know. I'm sure I've probably seen something before, but I didn't do a lot of investigating into that one. So, Fizzy, my understanding is that he's definitely got a warrant out in Rhode Island. They're definitely looking for him for squatting in that property, breaking an entry. But as far as being able to verify whether he's on the run or not, I have not been able to do that. Have you been able to do that? Have you been able to verify? Excuse me. Well, I mean, from all of the information that I've gotten and looked into, I haven't actually been able to locate anything that suggests that he is. I would assume that he is, because he's clearly not able to stay in that property. This thing that that I have that I'm going to be putting up in a short video in a few minutes, you guys, it's terrible. It's really terrible what he says about this guy that came up to help him with that supposed adverse possession of that property. It's really ugly what he wrote. But that's the type of individual he is, even though everyone thinks he's a saint that follows him. It's what the guy is saying is true, and he was decent enough to try to warn people away from coming up the way that he did. But the kind of garbage that this Jamal is spewing about this man, because he believes that he came to me, which is not true. I just happened to get a hold of the video and I wanted to help him warn people, but I didn't speak to him myself. So, listen to the little man snoring over there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Got it. The GHL 24776 is Rose's YouTube page. Okay, I'll look it up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, Jamal made a video about me? Oh, I didn't know that. That's how much I pay attention to anything having to do with me. What's it called? He claims to have information that shows that I'm an FBI agent, but I'm not an FBI agent. So it's going to be really interesting to see what his proof is. Oh no, he didn't make a video about me. He made a post on Facebook about the man in the video that I made on Wednesday. I know, they supposedly we are all agents. I know. We can't just be concerned citizens that don't like to see other people get scammed or hurt. It's amazing to me how these con artists think. How is DeWitt a Sov-Cit? Because he the way that he speaks suggests that he believes on the fringe statements and claims. If you watch the video where he's speaking to the police officer who's questioning him about why he's wearing the uniform that he's wearing and who he actually is, you'll hear him throwing out it. I would call it Sov-Cit light, but it still suggests that he has the extreme beliefs that the Sov-Cit has. And let's face it, any crazy man who puts on who impersonates a police officer. Oh, and the other reason is it was explained to me by another party that he has some connection with Anthony Williams, which we all know is for sure a Sov-Cit. So of course, if he was running a business concurrent with Anthony Williams or in any way linked to Anthony Williams, then definitely that's the case. Yeah, DeWitt really is. It's cringeworthy. Everything about watching his videos is terrifying. Shannon, I know it's absolutely insane that they're going on about this 5G thing. And the thing about that is what they don't get is that there are different kinds of microwave what you guys know what I'm talking about, the microwaves. There's the low, what's it called? I just did a video about this about a month ago. Low ion or low. Anyway, there's one that's much, much lower than any kind of like actual radiation that these guys think it is. And it's been proven over and over and over again that it's not harmful, but this is their latest, as you say, and once they get stuck on something, then it's all over with. matter of fact, I did a video back about a year ago that several people would probably remember, where I wasn't sure about the damage that 5G could do. And I actually made it a point of taking 3 more months to do more investigation and talk to more scientists before I actually found out that no, it doesn't do any kind of damage like what they're talking about. But I wasn't sure myself. And so I did a secondary video saying, it's not at all what people think that it is, that are spreading those conspiracies. Let's see. 5G lets Virgo's friend learn about John Holmes faster. See, I knew I was going to get myself in trouble by admitting that I knew who that was. Oh. Let's see. I have so much fun on these. I hate to shut the broadcast off, but I don't want it to go too long either. Radiation wise, the sun exposes you to 13,000 times more than 5G. That's true. But they're not going to stop, you guys. They're, the ones that are number one making money off of it, doing it for profit, they're going to keep pushing the conspiracies no matter what. And those that are more confirmation bias type of individuals, they're not going to listen to what I'm saying. I mean, that's been proven over the last 4 years. It's only those that are on the fence that are actually looking for factual information, but either don't know how to research it or don't know where to go to research it, because there's so much disinformation out there now that we can catch out of the watchdog group to help them not to fall for these things. Those are the only people that there's a lot of success getting to and changing their mind. Now, over a 4-year period, I've had pretty good success in terms of Sov-Cits, Moors, and that's obvious just from reading the comment section. Stopped a lot of people from getting scammed. But for every one, there's 100 more that just, the confirmation bias is there. They don't want to deal with what I have to say because it doesn't support what they want to be true. Why anybody wants to be scared to death, I don't know. But, that's the way it works, unfortunately. Let's see. Yes, I mean Attorney General Williams. That is who someone explained to me, and I can't confirm this because I haven't done the research on it yet, but that he and Williams know one another, and at one point had actually had some business together, or what I wouldn't call it a business, but they do. Zide, are you talking about the foreskin thing? Yeah. Well, this is a person that I actually believe just completely gets off on the fact that she can sit in Jamaica and thinks nobody can touch her, and that she's got, 5,000 followers on her YouTube channel that believe damn near anything. She has literally said some of the craziest stuff. At one point, they were supposedly stealing what did she call it? Bodily fluids in order to make medicines and makeup and stuff from the Moors. I mean, she just says whatever, and it's a lot of times it's some gross stuff she's saying too. No, Noble L is named Angelina Mullins, and to Light Tajiri Bay is Pauline Ritchie. They're two totally different people. Pauline lives in the United States, and Nobel lives in Jamaica. 4,000 followers and 1,000 watchers. Yeah. She has a lot of people, enough people to fill her ego, clearly. Yep, Pauline Ritchie. That is Light Tajiri Bay. She has a brother that worked for the government. She worked for the government. And it's funny, they're calling me the FBI agent, but yet they're their own individuals that are supposedly telling them all this stuff are the ones who actually work for the government. And one of them still taking a government check. Crazy. You feel racist for thinking what? You know what? If you're not racist, don't bother feeling guilty. I know I'm not a racist, so that's it. They can call me racist all day long, which is absolutely insane, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. You know whether you're doing something right or wrong. Thank you, Mr. Swindle Hoodwinked. I'm not going to say that out loud because I might have to actually remove it from the video later if I did. Oh, yes, all international authorities. I'm telling you, you guys, this is who she reports to constantly too, Noble L. She'll get on there and go, all international authorities, go do my bidding. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know that there are a couple people that are attempting to try to get the records, Fizzy, on that, and are questioning whether or not he was possibly dishonorably discharged. I can tell you that there are several Sov-Cits, no matter what group or faction they belong to, that previously were military in all of the branches and all the different branches. I've known at least one in each one, many, many more than that in most, Army, Marine, most of the time. They were not dishonorably discharged the majority of the time, but somehow that got them thinking more on the fringe, we'll say. I don't understand it. I don't know exactly. I have family that's military. And they don't understand it, so I don't get what it is, but I don't know. It does seem to be that there's a lot of military people that are of the Sov-Cit. I just made a new faction, you guys. Sov-Cits. Of the Sov-Cit persuasion. Hello, D-Gen. How you doing today? Wait, I got to see what all international authorities is saying. For a while, I would say, thank you. We will look into this. We will follow up. And she did heart the postings. When I said no action is needed, she blocked me. You guys are too funny. Yeah, I know. See? Sob twits. Oh, my. So many times these guys are very clearly Sov-Cit. Very clearly. Their ideology is so Sov-Cit, it's coming out of their ears. But they're screaming, I'm not a Sov-Cit. I'm not. And maybe that's what we need to do, Diane. We need to actually just start calling them Sob twits. Sob twit. Okay, here's D-Gen. I'm one of the ones looking into Jamal's military record. So we know we should get an answer on that pretty soon. My guess is that don't be surprised if you don't see a dishonorable discharge there. I would say 90% of them are ex-military, and most of them did very well in the military. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why there are so many that are so angry. Maybe they didn't like the fact that they were, under someone else's command for as long. Maybe it had to do with war. I don't know. But the different factions of Sov twits that are out there now, I would say about 90% of them are ex-military. Okay. Fizzy, I agree. I think it's going to end up being ugly when it's over with. But let's hope that it is something that gets cut off before that becomes the case. Hopefully they'll be able to stop the ones that are at least calling for there to be violence of some sort. All right, you guys, I'm having way too much fun here, and it has been an hour and 16 minutes at this point. So what I'm going to do is say goodbye for now. I'm going to end this broadcast, but you guys will have 3 to 5 minutes to continue to chat with one another and everybody say goodbye to one another. I want to thank those of you that gave through Super Chat. It is so exciting to me when that happens because I had never had Super Chats before I started doing live. And even after being on YouTube for almost 4 years, when I saw that first little Super Chat go up, I was so excited. So thank you, Rocky. And thank you to, I'm sorry, I forgot who the other person was, something hollow. Please forgive me. But thank you so much to you guys for doing that for me. I really, really appreciate it. For anybody that wants to donate to Patreon, that's scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. It is so appreciated at this point. Things are really, really difficult right now for everyone, and I am included in that, unfortunately. Sig, I love you too. And thank you guys so much for just showing up to this live stream. It's something that's very new to me still, and I know I'm not that good at it, but I'm trying. To Fizzy, please make sure that you send your email if you haven't already. I will be checking it as soon as we're done here so that I can get your e-card ready. It will be to you sometime between 15 minutes and 24 hours. So keep in mind that there is that time in between because it doesn't directly come from me. It comes from the company that actually sets the e-visas up. So if you have not received it by the end of the weekend, make sure you shoot me an email because this is the first time with the Visa virtual account. I don't think there'll be a problem, so don't worry, but I just am saying I want to make sure you get it. Joe, go put your mask on, put some gloves on, and go to CVS. Everybody take care. Virgo is tired now, huh? I just need another cup of coffee. I'll be fine. But I got to do another video. So that'll be up in a little bit. And again, you guys have 3 to 5 minutes to continue talking amongst yourself if you'd like to once I click off here. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Love you all. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Sorry, Fizzy. I saw that at the last minute before it clicked off. I need your full name and the email address that you want your card sent to. That's all I need. Full name, email address of where you want the card sent to. Bye-bye, you guys.